piga intro jo.
Mama Pod, introduce us.
What up, everybody? It's a full house once again.
Yes, sir.
On the Tanzanian podcast. Yeah, welcome.
Piga yako ya my extrovert sasa.
Bana.
Ndio
very soft.
Wewe unacheza na hiyo intro hiyo.
Yani kali yes, but haina ni. Sasa nataka kusikia.
Hawataki.
George has even to introduce in a very long time.
You guys
piga yako
introduce the next one.
Fanya tu nikaa it's.
Angalia na huko alafu.
Hey, welcome to the Kisengani podcast, and today we have on the new couch. This is actually my first time on this brilliant, new, renovated, state-of-the-art Makalio.
First time sitting on white wood.
So cute.
Pause.
Makalio.
But yeah, I like it, Maze. Ulikuwa unasema this wasn't the material we have.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna have like a touch of brown so that we can sustain it longer between cleaning.
Ipe 2 weeks itakuwa na touch of brown.
Speaking of skid marks, we have Bashir in the building.
Imagine by the moja mtu atoke hivi kwa tuta excommunicate tu msee by the way.
Odero nikaa tutapiga kwa
hiyo maifikiria hiyo siku like maybe a day comes when maybe George mimi ama ndo targets into a scandal and we have to distance ourselves from that
from each other.
For real.
Me I'll distance.
Kawe na Eriko. So yeah, I don't know Bashir, but I don't know why.
Where's your distance? Usini diss. Don't diss me out there.
Itabidi tupige like ni kavida hapa. So here at Kisangani podcast we do not condone
like Kisangani's behavior.
He used to be our friend but itabidi tumetoa hii ni kama prezo akibadilishwa.
Unajua venye ma podcast upenya kama kuna scandal. Guy will really make it.
By the off that scandal. Weirdly unakumbuka kuna time Kibz alikuwa na scandal fulani. I think yeah na Owen there was a scandal.
Kusema the letter S.
No, I don't think ni the letter S.
So msiwezi sema S. Juzi nilikuwa na cheki mfem fulani akasema
alibit hizo. So ilikuwa tu scandal fulani and then around that time because what happened is there used to be another chick alikuanga part of the Sandwich podcast kitambo. I forget her name but so she came out.
I forget her name but I'll revive the story.
Ndio, no, she was a member of me. Sasa unataka nimuite tu story nyingine.
No, but I'm kidding.
So after hapo like Udem akakuja akasema sijui ati Kibz kina nani walikuwa wanafanya nini. So there was a whole conversation about
nini walikuwa wanafanya.
Me I don't know the allegations.
What was the story?
So story unatupatia.
No, the allegations in the same.
Okay, what are the allegations?
I don't remember them vizuri.
But it had nothing to do with commongarization, no?
I don't think so.
Groping.
But ilikuwa like maybe at they were toxic. Unaona venye ndutatoke aseme venye ati we were toxic hosts ama kitu kaa hiyo like and then like literally after a week Kibz akaingia Homeboys.
Okay.
Like alinyamaza hiyo period yote wakirushiwa ma accusation nini and then post anatoka nayo ni ya dem ingia ready.
Do you think those guys were trying to sabotage his getting ready?
I sijui but I think ilikuwa very timely. So
because how come guys wait for you to almost penya ndio wanaanza kukumbuka allegations?
I think wase ukufatten up for the slaughter.
Well, let me ask you guys, have you guys been following that KC saga?
KC I've been following the KC saga very closely.
KC wile wa P Diddy. So guys are saying that this chick also used to itisha freak offs. According to her testimony.
She used to initiate.
Yeah, she used to say, I miss having a freak off. When are we hooking up for a freak off? I want a freak off.
Nah,
which guys?
because she's been brainwashed
on
a bit.
Drugs,
brainwashed!
For real.
So that's actually the argument. The argument is chicks are very quiet about this chick's role in voluntarily.
But was she of sober mind?
She was
not.
Si alikuwa na video ma drugs.
How do you know she's not of sober mind?
Anathreteniwa physically.
There's high doubt.
No, actually,
she wasn't.
Okay, maybe I can put it like this. The defense is also arguing that this chick was also requesting these things.
Umepigwa vita ya baridi, you could think, let me appease this person that is threatening my life. So you might ask for it ndo useme acha nim for real.
So
defense it raise any
I think it's too early but I'll just study the effects.
And then also
swallow a lot of semen.
And then another And then also another question guys asking is how come she's waited all this time? Like she did these things for 10 whole years continuously.
That's another thing.
So how come all of a sudden now she's
same way? Here's the thing. Same way an alcoholic can be an alcoholic for 20 years. Your brain is
there's
altered.
no perfect time.
Yeah, there's no angetoka within 1 year or not.
Okay, so now the argument is they're just both freaks.
Nah.
Maze, have you heard those stories?
I
So
have.
This chick
ye
used to be
mwenyewe
commonged by
Ini-
they go to Craigslist. See, I sent you that thing. They go to Craigslist and then they request for
Bashir ashaanza kujidistance. Right.
check it. So they go to Craigslist.
Woni venye niko generally short check.
So they go in
hata
Itisha.
mkiplay mnaweza ona nilikuwa nime how dare you.
So you guy, they go to Craigslist and Itisha a male how, So the male hoe comes, and then you guy
male what? Cow. How?
Komongas kesi yake yote.
Yeah.
Then now kesi kimbias and rubs P Diddy's nipple to guy with
the-
bust a nut yo mse with nut yo boys.
You know,
Check it P Diddy, check it.
Na baby oil inaingilia wapi?
Yo,
Si baby oil pia ni part of the repertoire.
alikuwa anasema
nini
like
na-
Diddy alikuwa anapenda
just
baby
fluids.
oil to the extent that walikuwa wanaweka like a pool like you inflated plastic pool ndani ya hotel room filled with baby oil. So angekupata unatembea kwa hiyo freak bila baby oil.
Anakupiga
Like that is too dry for me. Ingia
Take a dip in there, son.
You guys, that's crazy. So this guy wanted to slide into any human being pitting.
yeah.
But apparently
No friction yani. Mtu alikuwa achukia friction
Maana
bar.
ikuitwa friction off.
Get the friction off. Freak off.
so unasikia ndota. So there's an argument that Casey also was just one of the freaks in the off.
But now at what point do you think after umefajiwa hivyo like hata wewe unakuwa complicit in the abuse?
But it's like
Because it's not that
like a chick-
ilikuwa
you
rahisi
see a chick-
kuacha hizo vitu.
A chick can tell you one day wacha nieke kidole kwa rasa yako
Okay.
and then you're like okay. And then you guys she does it the second time, then the third time, then the fourth time utakuwa ushachoka.
So ndo utakuwa unaitisha.
You're like no putting finger in my ass.
But unaweza ona
So
after
maybe
a
she
while
talked
akifanya,
eventually.
unaanza kunini kuenjoy.
Yeah, that's also
Watu unajua kidole si ni consensual, unajua.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So them alikuwa consensual
Kama
anasema anataka flick off.
kama hajanipea drugs,
like how many
kama iko
times
in a position of
alisema
power
hizo
kanini
vitu?
na
Mara mob
Because
sana
me remember
according to the
hearing that
prosecution.
ule because sikulikuwa na male stripper ambaye alikuwa na testify I think on day 2. So he went ahead and said that sometimes nani Casey would call him to have like a one-on-one with her peke yake without the knee.
Amkomonge solo.
But I don't think she was summoning at a freak of herself.
Yeah, me again.
Endo watches on my
Unimse ako tortured.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Kisiangani.
don't have
Nani?
enough information.
Kasi, ni kasi by the way. Nashanga
Ulikuwa
kasi ni
sijui.
nani?
TK
Cassie.
KC.
And you guys, her boyfriend is normally hapo nyuma really.
Yeah,
Husband.
husband with a family and everything.
Shit, you guys.
Wanani?
Check your message.
Husband ya Casey.
Cheki wase upitia hii dunia.
Check, is it true that you had 150,000 guys come among you?
Lucky babe.
Wadau. Mimi nilijidistance.
Hata mesha jidistance bana.
Kitambo.
Check you guys has
At this point mimi niko huko na watching
Hata
ni
mimi.
report na wase
150
wengine.
nguizi guys.
Check alafu akasema
No, but there's that conversation about how the husband yenyewe na
Sikuski from all this distance.
check yeah ati so Casey alikuwa anaitisha maani.
you guys
Kwenye report.
and then muone hizo ma testimony.
Okay.
Hata msizione. If here's the thing, you can't
Maana nasema free my nigga Diddy.
No, I'm not denying Diddy.
Who
I'm
has
saying
a cousin?
Kuna wase
Mimi
walikuwa
natetea
nje na
Diddy
matisho za Fridi. Nje ya courtroom.
Wamechizi.
Unajua ilikuwa ma homeless
I'm
people.
denying Diddy.
Cheki we unataka kukula ama unataka kuku
But
against
you guys,
sexual violence.
but sioni kama Diddy ata survive his saga to be honest. Because also the other
First
people
of
is
all,
Komonga.
Exactly. And Kim Porter, wife yake of
Wife wa
ex-wife.
nani?
Kim Porter ule Kim.
Wife
Ule mwenye alidai na pneumonia. Na hiyo pneumonia unajua inasemekana
imebeba wase wengi
Wase wengi wenye
in the
wako-
music ni.
wako kwa hiyo nini.
Unajua mtu alikuwa anasemaje like one of
Sexually transmitted pneumonia.
one of the ways ni like cyanide poisoning inajimanifest in your body is through pneumonia.
One.
So msiani za kwa
for
kikupoison
real?
pole pole over a long period of time.
And many of the people around Diddy wamekufa na pneumonia, sijui bodyguard fulani nani na wewe
Unaanza kushuku. Kwani umeanza kukohoa vibaya?
I hope Prosecution watapata hii video ya bash. Tika wasa wakiwachi video. Seriously.
From the Kisengani podcast, exhibits 5.
I am not a professional hitman. Ama si advice msichukue. Take it with a grain of cyanide.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, so
what were you saying about Kim Potter?
So Kim Potter was writing a book, an autobiography. She was in the process of writing it before she died. So alikuwa ametoa manuscript kadhaa na akatupia wasejo alikuwa anajua inside here is very incriminating stuff for Diddy and he might try some shit. And he had, she alikuwa amejaribu kuassassinatiwa ama vitu kaa hizo before that. Yes, this is very damning evidence for Diddy. Huyu atafanya tu atoke.
Mimi naona Diddy mazee watamnyonga.
Because he knows many things.
No, like hizi crimes ni too heinous.
Hizo
freak offs zilikuwa 96 hours.
Also was powerful convention duko maze.
Yeah.
But kama also Epstein hawajafanyiwa the same level of investigation.
But this Trump alisema tatoa hiyo list.
Hiyo list imetoka.
Trump anaogopa hiyo list.
Kwa hiyo list.
Yeah, probably. Freak off.
Ako kwa hiyo list.
Kuna freak off ya wazungu mbona wa follow up.
My freak off is the best freak off.
Is you.
So we go to an island. But inamaanisha unajua nilikuwa na hivi chini and then I remember nikisoma headline hii story ilikuwa ni sijui billionaire and like business mogul niko like why is it that hawa se wabaya pia wanakuanga like very successful then I think sometimes you have to be like a horrible person to be successful.
No, they have a trait which makes
msupenda kusema hiyo quote but
I swear ni kweli. Like me I think ni like lazima uwe na ruthlessness fulani. Like you think like there's an ethical billionaire, like is it possible for you to be a billionaire without people losing their lives?
There are few ethical billionaires, but like Kisengani is saying, there's the trait that evil people have also hardworking people have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you have to be ruthless.
Or you're ruthless and you can see what you want and you don't care about who you step over.
Have you seen that? Saying bad human ama ruthless in business?
I think so now pia kitu kama hiyo niko sure ina translate because there's a clip of him akiwa in the office ako like I always get what I want like kuna hiyo ni lazima I always get my way I always need like.
But do you think he was also doing occultist shit?
Like very like
let's get you and Komonga. I don't know if it's Casey on top of sijui whose grave.
Mbaka I had ati mama yake pia anakuwa involved
in what?
Msali sema wewe Komonga Casey over my dead body
in those freak offs man.
Yes. Mama yake alikuwa kwa freak off. What was that wrong?
One on excite man. The more detail and I find about this story ya Diddy himself. Mother yake alikuwa.
But what was she doing?
Okay, well, the one I had is she told Cassie how Diddy likes his nini.
Oh, how he likes to be Komongo. For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy, you guys.
Kuichora na 45 alafu hizo miguu
moiskia hiyo ni I think it's a tradition. I don't know if it's in Tanzania ama like even places in Kenya where like your aunt Komongas your husband first and then anakuja anakuambia vitu
to prove that he knows
and then also anakupea
ni test drive.
How does that aunt look like?
I don't know.
I think that
hapo nyuma na nimesikia kelele kidogo lakini it drives, it can handle, it's handling well.
You guys, me think if we imagine kama hiyo ndo audition like you put your wife na pamoja
they're generally trained.
What do you mean they're trained?
It was
as in the chicks
they're harder to deceive.
They have aunties who train the younger chicks on how to nengua.
They are, but
that was just mama something on Citizen who used to come
Bim Safari.
Check it out to Safari.
Kunengua Msafari.
Alikuwa kunengua, alikuwa nasema unengulie nini yako bwana.
Lakini si ya kunengua hiyo. Ilikuwa tu
na watch your show.
Safari. Check sasa.
Aya.
Check asanteni kwa Citizen.
Taratibu sana. Tafakari ya babu.
Ila saa basi ukikamata ule mrija
unanyonya haswa
you must disparage
window hasta
and now sports news
na braille kwa 9 ikiwa mto hiyo shit ilikuwa inanipea like uko hapo na wazazi wako uko like oh my like how am I watching this with my parents?
It
was so awkward.
You try and look at something else.
So you guys, so those Tanzanian chicks are really pelekwa through deep training.
Ni unyogani ama wapi? They're taken wanafunzi wa kunyongesha.
They are taught where to buy nini baby oil.
Again, ndio maana hizo vitu zilishaisha.
Cheki wachukua baby oil waimwaga kwenye
kwenye ukundu one is called ukundu
waimimina
wananyunyizia pale kwa mtaro
ni sawa tutaoneza distance
sorry Nduta was saying a serious thing
cheki madem pekee ndo walikuwa wanafunzwa
to above ground tutakatuliwa
kwa kam nini
to start
like a city
the only way we know how take by the kama you are a new subscriber by the even usidhania ni episode no this is all we do.
I'm not associated with it
this is our identity.
This is who we truly are.
Expect nothing less of commonalization stories.
Actually tunaenda with more commonalization after
then tutambona Kenya nini awafundishangi watu hizi vitu not watu sorry younger people
jamaa
sisi ni watu mimi ni mtu wa malango younger people over 18 okay that's crazy
because I'm
talking about over 18
I know what you mean
but you clarifying it is not making it better.
No, it sounded bad you guys
kipande moto
toi here's the thing it's a very sexist thing tradition first of all
which one
ati madem ndo wanafunza sijui kunengulia nani
no even the uncles fundisha the dudes
what do they fundisha them tell me nothing unaambia kwa tu ukiingia hapo fanya tu
tukishika imuratina alafu sasa fanya hivi kidogo facing Mount Kenya fanya hivi mara kama 6
alafu usiwairudi nyumbani ulale kwa bar
pati yangu hiyo unaambia tu you have to be some very toxic masculinity type shit alafu dem anaambiwa lazima sasa ukogewe akikuja msava
but it's toxic to teach a chick how to
by you existing in your family kama
that is
Bible inasema
husband
ndio maana wasema wako single
the head of the house
and the woman is the neck
usema hivyo
ndio yuendelea
so it's toxic to teach how to komonga
here's the thing unless mimi ndo nimejileta hapo nataka kufunzwa sawa lakini lazima
watu ni tradition
it's like a rite of passage
so
before you become like a woman who's married you have to go through that
yani kusumbua madem
because now in the sack maze you'll be enjoying
all of you can either experiment by yourselves and figure out what works for you
no.
You don't have to come in like
somebody can just tell me ukishika
you don't have to
alafu hapo
erogenous zones si ndio
nervous
here's the thing you don't have to
come in the freak offs again
ufai kuja hapo
kuna tablani manu ameweka pale kuna baby wewe ndio jidip hapa urudi
unajua sasa kwanza the fact that Kenya hata kuna sexual education inafundishwa kwa shule wase wanatie ati sexual education ni kama unawafunza saa ku have sex no una better
wase uko na hiyo
that's what I'm saying
to know how to deal with life wanasema kuenda the actual act
no sexual education
no
my god wanasema the actual act
nilikuwa nimekosa hiyo phrase
ati anti yako
phrase gani
alikuja hapo kidogo
hata utalafu hata distance
let me tell you guys mimi sasa natafuta dema kuna sexual education ya Tanzania cheki huko na sexual education ya Tanzania
mimi nataka kujua see that's an African tradition what did it serve
other than just serving the guy because they assume guys are gods in our society. Yes,
that was the nini case.
Yes, it was.
I think ilikuwa tuka nini sex is a major component, not a major, is
of your marriage.
Of a marriage.
So if you
do it right.
I think it's one of pleasing your husband. Haikuwa na you're a hoe or anything.
Because even the husband had responsibilities.
Yeah,
hata msafiri alikuwa anasemanga like that was a whole game like unajua bwana yako akikuja unafaa umfanye.
That was a shtick, eh?
Yeah.
She should want to do that because of the things you're also doing for her. Sindio kama
like obviously
we're not talking about a toxic nigga. This is a guy who's providing
someone that you love.
Security, he's coming home and
if you do whatever it is that you do for whoever, male or female, and is out of love, well and good. But if you're thinking, hey, this
if it's out of love, na iko hapo before 7 p.m. at least.
ama 6:30
like imekuwa chumvi vizuri tu bro, si nini
7 minutes late you
spend all this time unajua kupika chai bro, weka chai maziwa mo.
This chicken is cold.
That's crazy.
Bro, yeah. Wacha turudi 5k. I think we are not ready
for the limelight.
Well, speaking of TZ, Mama Suluhu Maze has not been letting guys into TZ.
What's up with that story, Maze?
There's this guy called, is it Tundi or Tundu?
Tundulisu.
Tundulisu is in jail.
That's a guy.
He's an opposition leader.
Kwataka ikuwe Tundu gani?
Jina kaa Tundu
ni shimo,
jail, bro.
Yeah, Tundu ni shimo ndio.
From Swahili?
Yeah, Swahili si ndio?
Okay.
Okay, PDD has part of Tundu.
Tundula Tumbili. Tundula Tumbili.
Chicken, I need some baby oil here in jail, baby. You guys, how come we're just going back to it?
Because we started to tulianza tu vibaya. We need to very introduce.
Tundulisu mazena vile anaenda mizo.
So this guy is in jail. So
who is he, by the way?
He's the head of opposition in TZ.
Yeah.
Chadema.
Yeah, it's Chadema.
That's the name of the political.
Yeah, it's Chadema.
Oh, that's Chadema.
Yeah.
So this guy, he was arrested to do treason and all Trump
treason
charges. So kina Martha Karua and other activists have been going there to show support.
Niliona Hanifa.
Yeah, she was going to go. Yeah.
Maraga na sijui Khalid.
Maraga was let in.
Yeah?
Did they let
Maraga was let in.
Martha Karua.
What did have?
But Hanifa by the way alikuwa anasema she's in the airport maze cold and angry.
She's been Hanifa, the former CJ, the other one. Anaitwa Mutunga.
Mutunga, yeah.
And some other chick also called Lynn Ngugi or something.
Yeah, she Lynn. Yeah, there was another Lynn Ngugi.
Them they weren't let in.
Yeah, Lynn Ngugi, Martha Karua, and also another chick that were with, I forget her name.
Yeah, mazi. They're really being sent back. Cheki sasa
They already sent.
Kufanya ni urudi kwenye ndege na urudi zako Nairobi.
Tafadhali.
Martha Karua. Nimekuja kwa minajili ya kuharibu hapa taifa. Tuwaomba mrudi tu kwenye Kenya. Aya sawa.
Cheki na mkirudi tafadhali mfundishe wasichana wenyu in the area of commongarization. Because the man is the head of the home. And the woman is there to serve him. Cheki Martha Karua, what? But you guys, what do you think of that, Mazed? I don't think that's a good precedent.
It is not. If anything, it is going to make it worse for her. And make it even worse for all the female leaders who are now only just getting a spot.
But also, what are these guys going to do there? So it's internal.
No. She was a guest of the East African Law Society.
Who?
So to come and observe. Si Martha Karua and the other 2 or 3.
All right.
To come and observe the trial. Like wanaenda kujaribu kumrepresent ka Besije ama nini. But I guess given that they'd seen what she'd done with Besije, akaona wacha tu stop before.
She's getting some sort of reputation
with the CJ. Hata mimi niko na some reputation when it comes to the sorry about that.
Hiyo joke imehata ikaiza jo. Hiyo joke imeingia kwenye tundu.
I think hiyo joke inadipotiwa from Tanzania says
take irudi sasa hivi.
Basi regea Kenya wewe.
Umedipotiwa.
Ndio hiyo joke inapita hapo sasa hivi.
When do you hesitate you guys? When did you hesitate?
Mazeni nilisikia CJ nikasema wacha nisikwe ni mimi. Alafu mkaendelea. Kuna mtu anasema hii joke basi. Aswalo hanging wameniacha.
You guys, that is sad joke. But you guys, you don't think guys are also meddling in their business? Maybe that's the thing.
You think Martha Karua is meddling? You think?
Maybe they'd get someone else to represent. Those East Africa guys can't get someone else.
But now, again, if someone is seeing plights happening to people just across the border, I applaud Martha Karua trying to help out.
Is there any Tanzanian who comes here to check what we're doing here?
No, but again, Kenya has been an ally. Kenya has been an ally. Kenya imekuwa complicit with just kumaanisha kama deportiwa Kenya wali agree ati ambassador ama sijui foreign whoever PS alikuwa anapigiwa apatikani kwa simu.
So it was okay
because they were just lengered. They just thought let it play out arudishwe. So they are complicit in trying to do these things. Besija alishikiwa huku. That's
hiyo sasa unaweza sema
that's big enough for her to go try and do something. Tundulisu akikuja huku ndo alikuja kupotelea ile siku zingine amejaribu kwa assassinate.
Time ya nani? Time ya Magufuli.
Pombe.
Na ule mse wa Rwanda alishikwa.
Alikuwa Kenya pia.
The one
Kenya. Ule genocide.
Kenya imekuwa the capital of abductions.
I forget his name. Like
unajua abductions in Tanzania wanahitaji kupotezwa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But hadi Boniface Mwangi yako huko. so alikuwa anasema yako kwa hotel
but you don't read Mischief
and then police were outside like wanataka kumchukua.
Oh, for real?
So he was telling them tafadhali nitafungua lakini sasa sitaki kupotezwa. Like he was speaking hiyo Kiswahili.
Oh, there's a video yenye wanasema hivyo.
Si ni yeye Boniface Mwangi yako kwa hotel room ana record makarawa konje.
But you guys don't think these guys are taking
says he get catch a break maze.
Bana.
Sasa atapigwa home and away.
But you guys, I think this guy is also reading Mischief.
Nani?
You know, guys, Tanzanians generally think us guys are very hard-headed.
What's Mischief?
Haughty. What's Mischief?
Reading Mischief.
Yeah, in regard to the Kenyan activist scene.
So we hope to know
they're taking the way we operate here there.
So then tutaanzisha maandamano huko.
I think so.
Ama tutaspark something revolution.
Yeah. Some English speaking revolution.
Which
Check it, we are here to liberate you Swahili speaking locals
from the shackles of Bongo.
Amesema ya kwamba wamekuja huku Tanzania kwa minajili ya kutu free sisi kama
Calligraph Jones will take over you guys from freaking Diamond Platinum.
Yeah, me actually into Diamond.
Wajua hawa majamaa wamkuja sana kweli na wanachukua talanta zetu kweli.
Who's that? Calligraph, what is it sasa?
Diamond. He has big lips. Kwanza Diamond alikuja hapa akafurusha msee wetu Willy Paul, you guys.
wao walikuwa na beef yao and Willy Paul pia ni mchokozi. So
anachokoza Simba.
Simba alikuwa very profesh. Willy Paul hapo ndo alikuwa mchokozi.
What happened? What's the story?
See, he wanted to perform before Diamond, I think. Diamond wanted to perform, but Willy Paul wanted to go before.
No,
yeah,
I think Willy Paul wanted to close the show.
Yeah.
Willy Paul wanted
to
close the headliner.
No, Diamond decided he wants to go up on stage.
He wants to bump.
But Willy Paul hadn't performed.
He wanted to bump him.
Not to bump him.
Like
Willy Paul was
entirely
late. And that time that he wanted to perform, it was Diamond's time. Diamond in profession alikuwa amengoja hapo the whole time just waiting for his time. So akasema zi. Yeah. Willy Paul of course akavuruga, amekuja na madansa wengi causing a commotion. So of course
Willy Paul alilia sana hiyo day.
Alisema alipigwa na nini mabouncer wa
Diamond. Kiasi wanatuchukuzea home you guys.
Acha kwende.
Wewe tufa kufanya kitu sisi.
But nikuulize venye muuliza nduta kama like unafilio ni kumedal like tuseme wasee waanze kurobiwa hapa kwa hii floor yako like umse nyumba yake ingiliwe ni like utaanza kuangalia considering unaweza kuwa next.
No, nitaangalia.
Kuangalia I guess that's hawa si wanafanya hivyo ama like matakarua na nini like hao ni neighbors wetu like kama hiyo shit inaweza happen inamaanisha Gashago anaweza shikwa kesho haiko kwa nini au utaenda huko but like your profession is you're a political activist.
Oh, it's up there early.
Yeah. Like and then it's like support like kama hao wanapitia through something wacha tuende sasa si Kenya kama vile siku nitakuwa nimeshikwa I'm gonna need some
international pressure.
But maybe it's good because now we want justice to happen everywhere.
Yeah, I think tumekuwa the knee of Africa like in fact, freedom fighters.
Guys are saying Traore is the president of Africa, you guys.
Yeah. I like the support we are showing him.
Do you think he can come in through the route and then see to
sina mongelea sasa
alikuwa kwa hizo demonstration
5k subscribers msee tunaongelea about Traore hatujasaidia msee anasema what role have I played
in doing what
supporting Traore
supporting hapa kwa pod
no venye alisema ni kama like alikuwa
alisema na passion
alikuwa hapo kwa bulletproof vest hapo nyuma yake
no mnaona hii risasi by the way ilikuwa nikisupport Traore
actually kitu show hapa hivi hizi white kabisa
nimeona si ati tisho ni rugged hizi ni risasi
Traore juzi ameenda kupatana na Putin though sijui rada yake ni gani.
Putin is like an ally
of all Africa
because he's anti-US.
Yeah, kinda. Because Traore has tutored most of those French guys from his things.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess you need another person to
usema hiyo story ya French regime itoke West Africa venye bado na control lots of
mining
currency.
Yeah, wealth uko currency.
Those French are komonga raziga.
Komonga safe bad.
Hebu tuonyeshe venye walikuwa na komonga wase wa Benin.
Just going to Komonga some fresh ass here from
bonjour.
Mademoiselle.
Take a bonjour. Could you please
Traore?
Check you again.
Now I would like to komonga you.
That will be for
check the reason I walk like this on the streets.
Ndio maana Congolese wishindo akifanya hivi bro. kuiba hiyo kundu.
The arses are itchy, you guys, because of being shafted by the French.
Hey, but I
Zona hyper French dicks
everyone is in Congo jo, like si unakumbuka hiyo time kulikuwa na nini, unapata kuna mercenaries wa sijui ni Slovenia ama sijui when there was that rebel nini, si kuna kulikuwa na like hundreds of mercenaries from different, like everyone has a stake in whatever is happening
in the Congo. But us guys have a stake in Sudan, you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Sudan kwa nyama tutoa steak wapi bro?
Like camel meat.
Have you ever had camel? Have you ever eaten?
I've eaten hapo in
Yeah,
meat
yeah.
or milk?
Yeah, meat.
Milk bado meat
na.
I think it's very chewy but ni tamu.
Yeah,
like
but you choke it.
Yeah, it's very
Ikai edible.
unaweka taxina hapo ya camel meat.
Mimi have burger ya camel.
Wala
Hapo gecko.
For real?
hizo ni zile days za salo ama
It was gamey.
Msa alikuwa ananibamba siku za we had some very nice choice. Open mic.
See, the thing about comedy is you have to be very specific.
mzee alikuwa anakuja comedy na lapi alafu anapiga job hapo akikunywa mazee sijui blue
the audience
blue iguana ama nini
Blue Lagoon. Blue iguana.
tell it is a pork chops. I was really shocked. She give me pork chops.
So she ziliskama no.
mzee alikuwa anauliza alikuwa anaitisha menu bro alikuwa anakuja tu
Kenya umefikiria
cheki what's your special for
But
today
again, those days are coming back.
Lasagna.
Gonna eat
Yes,
mpaka
yes,
lasagna.
sasa mazee anajua 10 ways ya kupika mayai
Siku hizi bro.
Oye bana, so kina Bonini to dash back to Kenya kabla waingize ndani you guys. Alafu ikuwe an incident, a regional incident.
But do you think kitu mbaya wafanyikie huko like washikwe wa kuarrested like the Kenyan government itaingia kwa side?
So, but now there will be hostility between us and
but first of all they'll drag their feet because it's Boni. I'm assuming if it was anyone else maybe they would have done something, but this one
Yeah,
Kindiki atokea peane statement ingine hata it makes sense
to the government are very like hawajali kuhusu like wakisikia ni activist like they in fact wanatakanga uumie kabisa.
But acha nikuulize, mbona say why do dictators make their opponent famous by detaining them like that? So that just gives more juice to that guy. Like it makes him more popular.
It does, but also
being physically and mentally abused.
You might give up eventually. So they're counting on that.
Then they are relentless.
Nani we?
Siheshimu pwani.
The guy was komongo in the house.
Yeah, unafikiria mse anaweza nini bro?
Tundu yake iliingiliwa.
You gave me a laugh.
They kill you spirit.
Hiyo tocha ni mbaya.
No, but that's but if that guy wanted, he can use that notoriety somehow.
For being
look at all these guys who are look at all these guys who look at
kuna silver lining.
Most of the guys who are in power right now, including Kina Ruto and all these guys, they were harassed at some point.
Ruto ajarasiwa na
Ruto was harassed by Uhuru in courts.
Hiyo story ya dynasty
Uhuru venye alimweka kando.
Ruto is one who saying
guys sympathy.
He played victim.
Kando msesi the same.
He played victim
kwa house me
played victim.
Ka besije like physical.
Yeah, physical.
Hakukonfiniwa alikuwa free to move, free to talk, free to
look at our next guy Gachagua. Why is he attracting 1 million viewers on Obina? Because kuna hiyo story ameoppressio.
Sio yeye sio operation yake na nini because tunachukia
the other side.
We just want anything.
So this one gets the views for now. Gachagua ni mzuri hata mimi.
Sympathy ya Gachagua
hata mimi. Kwanza if anything is becoming too mdomo bagi now.
But utawatch to your
average guy
sema atapata more views but atapata more voters.
An enemy of my enemy is my
friend. Is your enemy or is your friend?
Yeah. So that's it.
But me, if I was a dictator, I'd really be leaving my opponents just to chill.
But now when you leave them to chill, they grow. Like there's a reason unawani because there are a real challenge to your power.
Like fueling now, putting fuel.
But not doing anything.
But it's not actually doing anything tangible. Yes, kutakuwa na outrage ameshikwa ni nini, but like still you're in power. And by the time akiwa jela, he's not doing anything kwa ground ati kumsaidia.
Like Uganda pia, umse afanyagi anything.
By the elections zikikaribia hata Bobi Wine anakuanga arrested almost every time election inakaribia, but unaona that's inasaidia because hayuko huko nje akicampaign. Ndio like aisaidii nani Bobi Wine yeye kushikwa na kupigwa. I don't see how ata get sympathy but still ndani ana control vitu huko chini.
It's sad man.
So you didn't watch one time hapo kwa Obina?
No.
Mi nimeikiu mazetu ni watch
I should watch it, yeah. I've seen clips here and there.
It wasn't one of the most in-depth interviews.
Uliwatch how long?
It was just this.
Nililala ikiendelea.
Nimekuwa huko chemchemi wasa wanasalimiana hivi.
Juu ya hiyo ni
Skiza ground.
DCP. Alafu unasikiliana yeka. Manze angeenda afanye research bana, ange research how.
No, but shout out to him for, I think it's good for us guys as podcasters.
1 million views in less than 2 days.
Numbers online.
Eyeballs for sure.
We are now mainstream.
Big up Gachagua.
Yeah.
Mada anaweza tokea kwa hii pod yetu. Now that kwa background.
Lazima.
Obina ama Gachagua. Itabidi tubebe hii bench tuende nayo wa Munyoro.
Munyoro ni
Munyoro.
Uko ndo anaishi.
Siko kwenye anaishi Munyoro
you guys.
No.
Eko.
Where is this gang?
Eko everyone akisema ameenda Munyoro huko ndo anaenda.
So Munyoro ni yuko kwa Gachagua. Wa Munyoro.
Okay.
So niulize si security yake ilitolewa. So does he now work with his own personal security?
I think so.
I think he has his own goons.
Yeah.
Uliona timu ya nani though Bina?
Kuna msemo mwingine bodi anakuanga nyuma yake.
Ayo security.
What that guy follow?
Kabudama.
Sijui.
Menezo sijui what.
Kwani kuna
release clip gani?
Yeah, him introducing his staff to Gachagua.
Okay.
Wase kadhaa.
Wase wanamsalimia nini.
But Obina has some serious work ethic, huh?
Yeah, those guys must. Kina Kengori, Doctor.
But I think Obina because he has like 30 toys.
Yes. Exclusive.
So ulikuwa unasema ati the reason Obina anafanya kazi sana kwa sababu ana watoto wengi.
Lazima wanishe.
I'm really setting you up. Msana kata hizi ma clips zenyewe leo uko in
luck. Obina but ukiwa na watu wengi hivyo lenyewe utamka
mfanye job. Lazima wajenge.
Shida hii pod ni hatuna watu.
Msana kazi kwa tu hivyo.
You get para mtoi. You can really be here at 8 am. Check ni aje? Nisha set up.
Tunapiga story gani leo wadau?
Because you have to feed them, man. Especially if you love them.
What do you mean?
Especially if you're planning to stay.
You're not planning to be a deadbeat.
No.
So if you're a deadbeat, you don't care about the toys.
You can love them and not be able to feed
me,
them.
my dad, one of the shout outs to him, by the way, if he's watching this.
Shout out!
The sweet boy!
Mr.
And boy! Prof. Chris. Prof. Chris never ever Maze left us to sleep hungry.
Yeah.
You guys really used to do anything for us to eat, you guys, man. That was
shout out
and then he used to take care of all his kids. All 20 freaking 34 of them, you guys.
Hey, that's easy,
crazy.
No, but you guys.
So alikuwa anaji.
Hata mimi yenyewe singe take care of all of them, to be honest.
Alikuwa na timetable.
Check fanya hivi, acha ni focus hao wengine for the next 3 years. Wewe jikaze.
Ama you raise 3 and tell them to raise that.
Yeah, but you guys.
Yeah, but that's.
What are you asking?
Alikuwa anaweza kaa kuna timetable. Like ndo wajue kama ana. So alikuanga full time kwenyu.
No.
So you used to see him once a month hivi ama?
No, he'd come like during the week and I come 3 days.
You're a joke. Ni mwana alikuwa na watu wengi hiyo.
Alikuwa na come 3 times a week.
Come for 3 days mfululizo.
Yeah, man, that's a funny joke.
Prof. Chris.
Yumana ni professor.
You guys iPod inafaa kuitwa Prof. Chris.
My dad mazee kitu ya shule, if you can convince him anything has to do with like umwambia niko nataka Range Rover but convince it has something to do with education angekubaia.
Okay.
So convince you.
Sasa yako shule.
Pass nini alinida after 12 years bro, me was a man in his eyes.
Yeah, why are we rolling in a freaking RAV4 and your dad is around you guys? We should have a range, maze. So maze, hiyo show Obina maze imegonga 1M views.
Iko 1.1 sasa hivi maze.
I don't know how much it made from that, you guys. Juzi nilikuwa Eotwe, so he was telling me Eric every other time with Eric. But they shout out to him, maze.
Yeah,
so
shout out. Then Leona bro wako TikTok.
He was telling me that kuna podcast alifanya ya Khalif Cairo, maze. I think it has like 240,000 views. So he made around €800, you guys, from that alone.
Yeah.
Ka clean 100.
That's 100
plus. Yeah.
Maze wezi kula umalize hiyo ndo yote.
So you can imagine
but in how many times
imeingiza how much?
Yeah.
Msana kula. But how many I don't even know who it is.
Hiyo nimekuwekea hapo. Sema stamaliza hiyo joke but someone will.
Yeah.
Buni check.
Tunasema nini?
Atakula 800 euro.
Okay, we've only been here for 40 minutes.
So you guys, you're skiing. So if you've made 1 million views, how much is that?
Okay, 1,000 euros.
Yeah. So it's
1,000?
No.
Times 5.
So 200
umeko infected.
I was testing.
math man.
Nangoja tu kingekuwa kitambo ingekuwa 1,000. But najua pia ina depend
who's watching
comedy. No, it's called what? These are
CPM.
CPM, yeah.
It depends who's watching.
Like and watching
CPM
from
ni
where?
CPM ni
Calories per minute.
I don't know what it means, but
views,
it means
I think.
it's the cost per 1,000 views. How much
Cost
you're
per
paid?
minute.
How much you're paid? You know you're paid every 1,000 views.
Yes.
So it's from $1 to around 7 or 10, depending on where
cost
guys
per
are watching.
Mm.
So if the guys who are watching are in Nairobi or Kenya, it's lower.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
if guys
US.
like for instance our pod, the pod which has made the most money near Paul the Black.
Oh,
For real?
Yeah, man.
'Cause watu wengi-
mbali.
Oh.
But the most of the guys who are watching
Wako huko.
Australia.
Down under, shout out Paul
By the way,
Black.
angalia hiyo ni
Shout out.
inakuleteanga like map alafu unaona where your watchers and stuff.
Yeah.
What is the most unique place umeona penye msee ana watch pod yetu?
Okay, John, a unique place. It's just
Japan.
Kuna msee ako
Japan.
you know it aggregates
Finland.
from the most places.
also
Yeah,
wezi
but you can-
fungua uangalie tu like the
All of
whole
it.
world.
It didn't give you the whole
Just to make
world.
up a 0.2%
Yeah.
or something.
Mi Instagram yangu naonaga kuna msee sijui ako Greenland.
Ni BCI bro, kuna Greenland iko.
Anatumia VPN.
Bommet edition.
Estate.
Kiptegat.
Mulot boys.
Where mazi? So what happened in Gikomba?
There was a fire you guys.
When?
Juzi, ilikuwa jana asubuhi.
Those things are no longer surprising. Eh? It's
But
like it's a pattern.
Because it's like every other time ina happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
last
think
month,
that's how unapata
Quebec.
new kibanda.
Kuna politics mob sana huko.
See, like,
Parake.
unachoma hapa, you
unachoma
move
mse.
and then some other nigga ingias. The next day you find him there. Check.
Akinuka paraffin ama
By the way,
petrol.
unajua wase ufanyanga hivyo in business like msee anakuja tu na kifua. Like mi nadai shop yako na I'll do anything. And analipa makarau like
Like us guys now we go vuruga mic check, eh?
One.
Tunaingia
Then
hapo.
now tunachukua masabi.
unajua uzuri mazee nduta anaweza piga wote.
Cheki. Studio ni yetu
Tunahitaji
sasa.
tu dread man. I distance myself. You guys.
But unajua uzuri ni
Tunaweza vunja mwasi. Check you we. Kaa chini hapo na watilie hiyo mic ni yetu sasa.
Nasema hii mic ni yetu. Ndatoa base
You guys
yangu.
bana Chaksi yako na nguvu. Young out in Luya hit.
Anakanika yufanya mayoga.
Luya hit can do very bad things to George.
wewe unaka kupigwa wala.
Inaweza vunja
Maraya anakuvunja mbaya, I swear.
Ile atamget George atataka kuswing.
mi na swing
Tuning
bana.
game.
Sema mazee equal lefts and rights.
For views bro.
Una swing.
Kama akisema ati these hands
But
are
me, I'll host
bisexual. Anyone can get
Can
it.
get them.
So you guys bana. So that Gikomba thing, me think is just a game of
Yeah, Ason and some just.
because how come it happens so regularly?
Yeah, after
Yeah.
every 2 weeks there's always a fire huko.
Yeah.
Sasa unapoteza do.
No, hizo kasa hii
5M.
manjumu za 5M, hiyo side ya manjumu ndo iliban. Last month ilikuwa side ya mbao. Unaimagine ya mbao?
Kamera jo.
Iliban.
So mazee mse wa TikTok wa manjumu mazee
Ane,
atapata manjumu.
for real by the way.
Leo nao boys wa TikTok.
Eh.
Cheki so juzi ni kardesi ya manjumu zingine zilikuwa kali. Ukiasimangi ziri. But it's shang. I can't even do an
I think
impression.
we get the point.
But you know that guy.
I have an image of him. Venye wanu sema.
Cheki
You know,
ma 3.
Black.
by the way, there's another nonanga you run errands pia. So kama unataka kupelekwa
Is this solo?
Kupelekwa?
kupelekwa Gikosh.
He has like a jingle.
Kupeleka machimo.
Oh eh.
Akianza cheki ukiona TikTok yake anaanza gana kusema naitwa solo.
Na mimi ni wa sijui.
So ni tours
na-
was
na-
Gikosh.
Yeah.
na najua mashimo.
Najua
Oh,
shimo.
yeah.
Za huko.
Bonfire Gikomba.
Anajua
Me I like to be taken to
anajua
How much?
matundu.
Yeah?
Unamlipa how much?
Sijui namlipa ngapi but I'm sure
Ama
it's very
kimaliza
affordable.
anakubia half the nini items ulikuwa umeenda kunini.
Maluku zako zile zote.
Basi nataka hiyo
But
nini.
unajua it's a very nice nini service to
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Tukikomba is so overwhelming
Yeah.
for someone who
Especially
hasn't
kama
been there.
hujui mashimo.
One ujui mashimo.
Unaweza enda huko
Yeah.
ugongwe.
Me I
One
like to
wasa
be
wanapita na
in the
manini.
ghetto.
And then here's a
Sikia pudding.
Hapo nyuma.
cheki so tumeleta boy huko Ntoinos.
But kuna baile pia utu awase to the ghetto.
Is there a guy?
Yeah, there are guys that
me I'd like to go, man.
Utu people.
But can I carry my camera?
Or like poverty porn.
For the first half of the show.
Chat wasiudoza hapa, chekini chat.
So nikienda hivi naibiwa hii kamera
ni dangerous mbaya nikienda hivi.
Especially nikikaa venye nakaa.
Check it, guys over here and guys sleep here. Check it. Those things are very rude, you guys.
Bedbug inatembea mbele ya kamera imefunika.
We have never been to Kibera.
For real?
Actually, I've been. No, I haven't.
But I didn't go inside, like.
Okay, yeah, there's the inside and there's just on the side of. Unaona tu kwa hiyo road hiyo.
Yenye ukatanisha.
Yeah, hiyo yenye ukatanisha just on the environs there. Sasa kuna huko ndani.
Yeah.
There's this guy. He's I've forgotten his name. He's a blogger. He's gone to Alexandria. You know Alexandria? It's a slum huko in South Africa.
Egypt.
Okay.
So he went to Kondani maze. It was quite thrilling to watch. Those guys were saying maze, if he wasn't with some other guys, they'd rob him.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
Check,
that.
we'd kill you and take this camera.
Yeah. Hata kuna story mob.
Nervous laughter.
Unasema huko stai rudi tena.
I think kuna places before uende lazima ukuwe na msee.
Usiende tu hivyo. Unasikia Kisangani?
Yeah, maze. But mimi ndaenda
lakini hapa uende. Ndio.
Have you guys ever seen podcast ya wase wengine hapo hivyo?
Wase wengine different kutushinda.
No,
nimetoka na wase kuanzisha story na wana information.
Sikia mse nasema hivyo. I get that joke.
Sasa hata mimi nimeni.
Sema,
Okay, nimesahau hiyo story. Acha niachane nayo.
Tulikuwa tunasema nini before nilikuwa na story pia?
Tulikuwa tunasema Trump in the Middle East.
Hatukuwa tumefika hapo. Hiyo story ya Gikomba ama hiyo story ya kwenda kwa hood.
Kwa hood.
Hiyo.
Umeishi wapi? What is the name unaweza sema umeishi like hood the hoodest of the hoods?
Hood in terms of insecurity ama just poverty?
Like unaweza jua tu like poverty.
Okay, hood I'd say kuna time nilikuwa nafanya attachment
Upper Hill ama?
Hapana. Naivasha ilikuwa inaitwa Olkaria, one of those.
Hizo money plants.
So nilipata ka single room, akukuwa na maji mse. Still ilikuwa nakatwa every morning from 7 to 5 jioni. Yeah, and
every morning.
Bro, ni families walikuwa naishi kwa ka single room. Maji ni ya black, hawezi kunywa, hawezi osha nguo.
Imetoka kwa hiyo ni geothermal.
Kwa hiyo lake Naivasha.
What are you doing there?
I just said attachment for 3 months Olkaria. So I was living in Nakaka.
Your rent was how much? 1,200?
2K, I think.
Yeah, that was the only place you could have found.
Kuna vacancy huko bado.
Because now you have to live in karibu in town, Naivasha town. Yeah, but it was nice. And before that, Olkaria now they have a nice place where you can go swimming with that water.
Yeah, the spa.
The spa. It's really nice. But back then it got too vumbi. And rotten egg smell.
Yeah, rotten egg smell is fine. Akizo maji ni medicine.
Yeah, in terms of insecurity.
Ziyako na insecurity.
Those guys moved from Spring Valley to Majengo, you guys.
Majengo hii moja ile ya Nyeri ama?
Yeah, Isich.
Wala?
My dad aliamua he was going tours and traffic.
That's when he started saying I can't be feeding grown men in this fucking house.
See, those guys were young.
Do you think he did a raffle to decide which family naenda Majengo?
No, my mother just went and jishikilia there. There's a place called St. John's huko. So there's a church there. The church was being run by the place where my mom works. So they gave her 1-bedroom flat.
Yeah.
So mazee tulikuwa tumefinyana kwa hiyo 1B you guys. I don't know what had possessed my dad. So mazee tulikuwa nachomoka, I'm playing with the local kids. And then you guys, my sister comes and calls me. Check it, time for dinner. Mazee the other toys were going crazy. Check you umesikia kizungu.
Sisi hapa na kuharibia mazee street cred.
Ati time for dinner. Check you umesikia kizungu.
Mazee anachoma jo anakuharibia. Sasa umeambia watu hii mazee venyewe ni mse wa hood.
Mazee, so we stayed there for about a year and then my dad came and rudished us to Westlands.
Hey guys, it's time to go to Westlands. Wadau umesikia Westi.
Cheki fuck you niggas nilikuwa na pretend nyi mmesota bro we are up na Westi bro
Mlifanya asa vibaya.
Bro mimi
hasa walisafa kuwashinda hao watu wenye walikuwa wacheza na nyinyi.
Unajua mimi nilikuwa nasema nini? Me I feel like okay like kuna hii like you're born in like without money and then umekaa without it alafu unakuja unaishika later in life and then kuna ile you're born with money and then you lose it. Me I feel you're coming from money to no money.
Yeah, it's normally rough.
Hiyo shit ni crazy bro.
Yeah, it's normally really rough man. So professor
hakuna msee kuna experience.
It is the first time kila msee amekubaliana na mimi. Mimi hapo kabisa wallahi. Na hiyo like me feel inge happen nikiwa mtoi like wewe unakumbuka tu like glimpse and nini. But hiyo shit ili happen nikiwa kampo. Like literally
that's even rough.
Nakumbuka nilikuwa naishi links. Sasa before mzae hata pass like time yenye alianza kuwa msick ni
so lipia rent.
Kwa nilipia rent hapa links by then it links hapa hapa ni
Raila Odinga.
hata before in the links nilikuwa naishi Mbagathi apartments iko tu hapo Raila Odinga we kwa penthouse bro.
Damn.
Living the life la vida loca sherehe kila
baby oil nini
day bro freak of 96
check all the shit I wanna get.
And then from kutoka hapo to now a smaller house at links to nakumbuka hata before nifike nikakuja hostel hapa Mada nikachujwa hostel mazeka
was sorting out nobody.
Sasa hiyo time mzaya alikuwa shapa sasa sana
ulikuwa solo there
kwa solo maze nafikiria hiyo time niliambia familia yangu maze goodbye forever. Ikawa sio wako call jo
teki uko na nani kwa dunia. Mimi sina
wazazi wako
you get that's rough.
Yeah, ilikuwa crazy honestly like hiyo me feel hiyo ni like and then kuipitia as an adult because now una internalize sana ukiwa mtoi ukiwa toi we didn't have anything na iko inanisumbua sana kwa sababu si wote tulikuwa tumesota kwa esto mzima but bora za kurealize hadi my best like ilifika point my best nilikuwa na hang out now siko na hang out now anymore kwa sababu anajua kila time niko around ni asiunishikie ni alafu like I'm not contributing so walikuwa wanaenda sherehe wananiacha kwa nyumba
Iza bana you get that's trauma yake yote
but we are back bitches.
Look at us now.
Look at us.
Look at me now. You guys, you're sitting on a milk white chair, you guys.
Let me tell you.
Speaking
life
of,
is good.
Ushaiva nini boxes are white bro?
Why would you do that?
Kwani nimechizi.
Sounds are white.
To be honest, it's been a while.
Hey, at the end of the day bro nilitoa boxes fulani za white mse. Skid marks inaanza hapo kwa mgongo. Nashangaa ilifikaje hapo man.
Nashangaa wazee hiyo ni blue band choko ilimwagika wapi.
Hadi hiyo elastic band bro iko na skid mark awacha mchezo. Kwani ni lunch gani ilikuwa imeingia kwa hii stuff?
Kwani ulijikuna rasa?
I'm sure. When you guys don't wash your ass you guys when you're showering you guys.
Wash your ass.
When you're showering?
Yeah.
But inafaa ikuwe even after ni umetoka kwa choo.
You know guys don't do those things, eh? But me I plan to install that thing in my toilet.
Bidets.
Your bidet.
So unachukua nini na mse uguza nini ama una spray tu does your ass come into contact
so if you go to a place where
no I'm doing that
scooping action
yeah disgusting
bro turudi under 5k this story as well
yani sasa ndo mtaboeka na hii story you guys gonna standard
so okay but why were you wearing a white nini
I was feeling
you're testing your levels of
5k subs lazima unine do something different
I think that's one of the ways to impress a mommy
white box
chomoya try it's a white box
but nikitoa lazima nigeuze tena bro
kwani ana hints
no unaiva just before you chomoy it
hata mimi niko na dude with white kwanza zikuwe nini tidies white
samosa zile
kuna zile
like briefs
zione briefs
even as a bamba
hiyo skid back yangu kwa brief
that of course I'd be like wow okay you kept that clean okay that's
but also it shows something about the guy because maybe he has too much OCD
yeah I was gonna go there
shida nano
George every 30 minutes
see but mimi niko normal me let it build up mimi sina OCD
shida none of us can do this maze kuimpress ndo tasita shatuambia
Ndio my hair clips.
So hata maybe here's the thing, any kind of nini on a dude is sometimes jarring.
White.
And any of not even white, like I'm gonna say neatness for lack of a better word. Over like over.
Ya umseili kwanga white kitambo sahi kidogo.
Kwa sababu OCD.
You guys inaanza kuwa cream.
OCD ni key.
De la creme.
Shout out this guy that yawn you guys. It's all 50 minutes.
No, tumpe time.
Amejaribu.
George man.
50 minutes.
Sio alikuwa anasema mse anakuwa active kaa wewe huko.
Mimi nikitoka ndo na
Fanya utawala. Au Jackalita.
Ile ishara tu hiyo ni
Shout out Jack.
Unahitaji mazee some kahuna zikufanyia ni kwenda kwa mat na kupiga jokes you guys. Unajua venye nikiona preacher akiingia kwa mat nasikianga kuheko.
Kwani ulipiga?
Jackalita.
Oh yeah, Jackalita. Shout out Jackalita man.
Imekula jo.
Imekula
like 250k views TikTok.
Damn you guys.
I think atakula mazee ni 800 pound
euros.
TikTok.
Bro, TikTok inalipa.
Inalipa nani?
Si ma creators.
Which one?
Ai.
Wale wenye wanafanya.
Unajua mwenye amelipwa? Nani?
Siwezi mnema.
Katsima alikuwa anasema
situmuite John basi alafu.
John alilipwa.
Nataka tu kukuleji.
TikTok then pay here you guys.
Na hizo mani, hizo ma flowers na
yeah, maybe if guys changie you direct.
Kuna msanii alikuwa anasema unaona TikTok hizo ma gifts, hiyo universe. Ati ni about $8. So Soulja
is not I think with
kuna msanii alikuwa anasema ni like sijui kama ni universe ama ni lion ama nini. So anasema ati Soulja Boy yako live sahi TikTok akiomba wase wamtumie hiyo universe ama nini.
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy tell him.
He's not telling him anymore. Soulja Boy amesota.
Amesota.
aliambia crank that.
Crank that shit.
Check it.
Soulja Boy
Check, I invented that shit. I invented it. I invented TikTok.
Drake.
I invented X.
Drake. Story ya Drake.
But you guys Soulja Boy amesota.
Hivyo ndo nilikuwa nasikia.
But pia hizo ma bling bling zake.
When is the last time alikuwa na like ngoma ati?
Yeah,
but as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I thought I made diversify into other shit.
Now what happened to msiwa cut it
you need to
cut it.
Oti Genesis.
Kwa Diddy by
Tom say labda ashasota you guys.
Kwa nini si alikuwa na 2 phones?
Alirudi kukade.
Aliuza moja. I got
baking powder. Baking powder. I got baking powder.
Kwa energy fiti maze.
You guys maze that's stuff.
But hip hop zero times ilikuwa ni I woke up in a new Bugatti.
But now you can sell the Bugatti ukisota.
Umeona lyrics hiyo ngoma I woke up in a new Bugatti times 16.
Ongeza.
I woke up in a new, hebu imagine kufanya karaoke hiyo ngoma. So support joke yangu, mbona distance?
Inaweza
I woke up in
Mzee distance na hiyo joke. You gave me support zako.
No, it took me a while to see it.
Si unachapa alafu mbele.
You guys in the next one tutakuangusha. Wait, man. So Biden was on The View. Did you guys see him? He was on The View about a month or less ago.
The View ni gani? Ile nyukiingia
Whoopi Goldberg.
Akina Whoopi. Hiyo ni ya Jennifer Hudson.
I think on Nakuru Highway hapo kwa stopover.
Take it, Biden. Take it. I love this view of South Africa.
Of the rift.
Take it, it's not South Africa, Joe.
Can I get a curio? Curio ni nini by the? Usema curio shop. Moja ni to curio.
Yeah.
Curious shop. Curio litoka wapi?
Curious.
Iti.
Okay, now Masai Mara, there's a huge like curious supermarket on the way.
Awaiti Curiosity. Curiosity.
Si mbaya.
Haina context.
No personally see for me but na understand when inaweza.
I'm sure kuna mafans wote I like.
Yeah.
Curiosity.
Hata wenyewe wanaweza like.
So you guy,
unajua mbona hakuna manni mapaka huko ni Curiosity.
Kill the cat.
You get that is a limb.
Yeah.
Check your joke, check. Another day I was behind another guy was walking like that.
Okay.
Then I was also
happy about God, relax.
Story hata si yako. Another day
you were walking behind.
Ini like fourth hand experience bro.
What are you saying?
Like ilikuwa mse mwingine alafu
kwa nyuma alikuwa kaguru.
Unajishikishia hand.
Unajua kaguru? So alikuwa anatembea hivi. So me I was at way I also said walking that behind. Check me, check.
Ndio
You
maana
that guy turn around
Ndio maana
and quoted a stone. That's not
guy. Because guys were laughing.
He was
Take me.
Mawe.
Take your mawe. Take it. Yeah, you guys may have been.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I was doing that. I was a punk.
Were you a really tiny kid?
Yeah, I was a kid.
Oh,
I was in primary.
Majengo ma Westlands.
Yeah, Primo ni mtu mbiki.
Njoro. Take it.
Chiki. Wewe ulikuwa uchokozi.
Angalia sura yangu hadi outside.
Sivini nimejaribu wala.
But hiyo story sijui imetoka wapi.
No, you are kid.
Imetoka kwa joke mse lamest.
Sikuna msi kwa Bible. What's the story kwa Bible wasi walicheka nini?
Hiyo Elisha. Walisema yeye ni kipara.
Alafu
cheki kipara goto maji ya moto.
Alafu God cast them ama band.
Cast them and some bear come and mumunya. Check that bear, check it.
Nyama ya watoi rudi kwa fit.
Cheki umeona jemo? Cheki maji unamekula huko hivyo na bear.
Na kibea fulani jo kimetokea maze.
Bien pole.
Cheki ndio mguu yake.
I apologize Bien.
Check that to you guys. It's twitching you guys. Check it.
I didn't mean.
Check where's the rest of his body? Cheki amemumunywa cause alikuwa na ingilia prophet fulani
alikuwa na kipara.
But a good your Old Testament was not a joke. Damn. Yeah, those things were fake. You get right now he podi kwa isha chom.
Ndio hata kuna story mob turned into salt.
But no, Asians don't.
But pia wase hiyo time pia walikuwa mazee walikuwa kichwangu pia. Unajua kukasa God alituma angels kwa hiyo city ya nani? Was it hiyo story? Is it Lot?
Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Hawa sio walikuwa nje ya mlango wadai kumonga au angel.
Can you imagine?
Fungueni jo. Uwa mabawa kwanza wewe.
Make it better.
Hawa mabawa ndio mimi nadai leo jo. Mimi nimechoka na hawa.
Mabawa.
And then to make it better, Lot offer those guys his toys. They said Z. Chekifanyeni hivi wadau.
Watu not
komengeni my daughters.
My daughters yani. Unajua ukisema watu hiyo nafikiria
walikuwa watu hiyo a lot.
My daughters
were a lot.
To the angels.
Mimi nimezoea huyo a lot bro.
To
the goons. Gunners.
To the goons.
Walikuwa na gun jam mlango.
He said
na my angel. Check. Mimi na angel content mazini nimechoka kugun. Na mahozo wa Gomorrah.
Bra. Ebu ndo Elisa Godi you did your best by the way given the circumstances like who to my angels like umesoma the way like angels in Africa
is actually what check Sagodi only do your best cause
no umeangalia the way angels like look like according to the way the Bible describes them. Horrifying bro.
God,
I swear and angalia like the accurate representation of
yeah.
I want to say my
but it's some specific
revelation yeah.
Gani
season
season
I think wako winged I think not to miss
so understand bona wase wangetaka kukuomonga hao angels wengi
but how I say jo hata hajasema ni female angels ilikuwa
no walikuwa wanataka kuomonga juu ni maboy.
I think that time guys in that city guys would kuomonga heavily in the streets
tundu
because they'd go as a group
after tundu
like you call your pals ni ati George na kuna babo angel fulani wanaka angel hivi wameingia kwa keja a lot
mimi nishachapa hizo but next time kishia ni 10 oni angel sawa
bado wako
acha nitokee
cheki umse anadai tukomonge wake my daughters but rende imekataa
ndio tu my daughters wako bro
bana
yeah ati the way there was a goat that was assaulted by like 8 men I think in South Africa so anasema venye mse wa kwanza alikuwa na kumonga hiyo goat alafu ako like mazee acha ni call John tena nimwambie cheki John uko wapi mazee kuna goat fulani hapo inaweza
it was commanded by different jamaa
nimewekelea kambuzi hapa wewe tokea mko wapi
yeah that's rough
unafikiria ni nyama choma unapanda
wewe bana wewe tuishie hiyo guys
yeah we thank you for the new subscribers
so history ya travel ilikuwa nini
Hata na ya BN hata ndio ilikuwa
BN ilikuwa nini?
Oh, shout out to BN mazee. One of the best to ever do it. He's on tour
US tour.
Alikuwa on the radar.
Ashafika 1M subs pale YouTube.
Kuku hivi. Wewe tumfikishie hata everywhere like Instagram nini anafaa kuwe.
Jana niliona Chimano akitembea pale Sarit Center hivi.
Anatembeaje?
Hivi.
And utashikilia iPod. See what we are going down.
Itabidi distance.
Niga kupatia alipo ya kuwa cancelled bad.
So I saw him there. Shout out to Chimano, you guys.
Shout out Chimano.
He always comes to Nini Kez.
Yeah.
Well, not always. He was there twice a month.
The last time I met him, he hugged me akeote. Chiki, how are you? Chiki. Take.
Ndio shida ya kuwa mfupi mazee. Kihagiwa na mse mrefu mazee.
Kumeva mangolova.
Mbona nani alienda na hiyo kuku, the chicken?
Yeah, I feel like that was a bit weird, right?
I think also it was a conversation starter, I think.
It's just a lunge thing.
Yeah, it's just
and then after that chicken, that kuku was harassed as hell. He was like,
where they get it?
Can I get down?
And then unajua ni kuku ya huko.
Mimi angepiga tu.
Alibeba kutoka huko Kenya.
Niliona Mkenya anafuga. Kuna Mkenya anafuga. Wewe huwezi jua labda ilikuwa na raida yake.
Ndio hiyo kuku inasemaje?
Hiyo kuku.
Alipiga how long kwa hiyo nini? 5 minutes. Hiyo freestyle
haijatokea bado.
I think kulikuwa na wasengi kwa list waliweza kupiga tu ka 3 minutes ka tight 3.
There's a friend of mine was telling me that he's supposed to tokea pale on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, wallahi. Huko ile nani.
Hiyo inaweza weza sana.
That is polite.
Yeah, that's nice. What do you think these other guys are feeling as they are seeing BN Pepe? Do you think they feel some Kimnado?
I think they are happy.
No, they have
chicken nasikia. Kimnado. Nasikia. Kimnado.
No,
but I'm sure they're happy for him, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
But even
the good ones are happy for him. I feel like good artists.
What about nani? Mimi Said kazi yangu ni kuset up what's bora nisiseme
nani
depending on wewe unaona nani ya perform poa.
Oh yeah, out of them all of them are doing their own thing.
Yeah, nani has a banger?
Nani?
Savara.
I think Savara by there amekuwa akini.
I think he has a hunger. Yeah. Akona hiyo njaa ya ku make it on his own. Yeah. He has this jam where he has a plus size model. And that jam is actually a bang actually.
Sianda.
Inaitwa hivyo?
Sianda Maber.
I've just seen it once.
Sianda. Ndio kumsema zana anatafuta nini doza kununua shati.
So
tunakaribia
nini June July hebu atafute shati
sianze kunikaribia saizi juu jokes zangu zinapenya na zikuwa zinapenya you are not with me.
So mazi shout out to BN and that whole group. I wish them all the best.
You guys are roasting Ben Soul too.
Yeah. I'll be the roast master for the roast of Ben Soul happening 31st May pale Red Room maze Ad Life. And then after hapo kumbukeni maze kuna Champions League final PSG versus Inter kutakuwa na watch party after hapo. So guys get your tickets at madfan.com. Kama maze manzige maze mtoke kwa wingi sana kama nzige.
Everyone who was asking maze Showmax ina Showmax nini
by the like and also like
live is
always better. Like there's some things that can't be translated on the recording unajua like it's always fun to be there. So tokeeni maze Tai will be there, David Masharia will be there, Stan, Nanjero who will grow to know and love in the future. But si wote watakuwa, so it's gonna be amazing, man.
Yeah. Also check out my special lapo off the cuff on the podcast page.
Stuff.
Shout out to you.
Mimi nilikuwa yote for once ulitoa maze, ulitoa some stand up on your channel.
Yeah. I haven't done it. I've been calling it for quite a while.
Kula views maze.
Kula views isikie jo.
Unafanya thumbnail ukifanya hivi
skiza crowd.
So indo
skiza crowd.
You guy maze. Soon I'll be making dollar bills from that
Takata clips.
Dollar bills.
Yeah.
tunajua
ambia wase nyumbani utakata clips za hiyo
takata
kumsaidia kona phobia ya kukata clips.
Hey, this is a nice top ndo tabe. Ulijitengenezea ama?
I thrifted it. I was just telling Bash earlier.
No, it's
made in Italy.
Kabla kikombe ichomeke ulipita.
Umesema nini yako inatokea next week?
Sportstars next week Wednesday na drop the first episode. So look out. Subscribe Sportstars KE. Wednesday next week. Itakuwa na
so wakumbushe page yako pia
Laugh Life.
No, I'm not dropping it on Laugh Life.
It's on what?
It's on page.
Sportstars.
It's the page is called Sportstars
KE.
Have you already created it?
Iko.
Tutatoa link tuiwekelee hapa chini. Kwa sababu kila mtu alikuwa Laugh Life anaenda.
Na uko na page ya stand up ama Laugh Life page? No, like YouTube Laugh Life. Hiyo ndio ya stand up. So alafu ya travel ni itatokea sportstravel.madfun.juja. Give me 1 second, let me just see
change account. Maziwa siko na account nini na bana zao unapata msemo post some random
shit. Hiyo shit inakwanga crazy. Kama saa zingine wase like nitapost video alafu msea comment na nini yake ya job. Nasikia sijui nani pharmaceutics ako like hiyo commongarization.
But yeah, Mazi, it's been a long time coming. I'm so excited about esports stars. It has been something nimekuwa passionate about. Mazi, nimekuwa nikiwapigia story every time. So
you get all the best, bro.
Tutai-support Mazi, tuipepete sana.
Na watu wanauliza nini yako ni lini?
1st November guys, ndio nimemaliza kuongea na the venue.
Umebook?
Nimebook.
Wapi?
Nimewa promise.
Ama wapatie nini?
Allianz.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1st November, but sasa unajua the situation, like I have to wait for the sponsor to chomoa the money.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've made a promise that ikitoka that's the first thing I'll make. So unajua the weird thing, I don't know kama nimevuta bangi ya madini. I was initially supposed to do it in August.
Yeah.
And then I thought after August ni November. No, I swear I don't know.
So that's why you told them November.
Yeah, so niko naangalia even like the official communication on email niko namwambia 1st November wakasema iko sawa. So that's why nimeipush like mbele, but also because of the job nini I'm like okay,
it's okay, it will give us time to plan that.
Yeah. And then wase wanaulizia live show maze. Kuna dem alinidia makaniuliza jo. Hata yeye alikuwa anauliza ile like do you guys allow guests like no have na record hivi. Like alikuwa anasema hizi mind kuja kukaa
business.
Yeah.
Tutapanga alafu tu show.
I think when we
because we have to celebrate this 5 Ngwizi.
Yeah, for sure.
5 Ngwizi.
Shout out
5 Ngwizi.
Will reward na anything after hiyo ni milestone. Au kuchapa na mkono ya left.
Right. Chaperization at 5K mazeni lazima iko different.
Yeah.
We'll do something special.
But you guys next goal ni 10 Ngwizi. See how long it will take.
I think the goal maze is to be more consistent. To me personally, I love doing this. Like na feeling the same way nilikuwa na watch by the yenye siku wenyewe waseni maumbo by the every time siku mnaanza kuni roast for the first 15 minutes. But I enjoy it so much, like it's like a therapy. Like after hapa na feel like nyinyi mabeste wangu
For real.
Ndio Kumonga now.
Unajua nimevaa box ya white wacha nianze na mtuta leo ni
mimi nimechoka Kumonga.
Off limits.
Mtuta amekataa you guys. So see you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming through. Cheers for 5 Ngwizis. Cheers for everyone for coming.
Don't cancel us guys.
See you guys on the next one.
We didn't mean any of that.
Bye bye.
Sasa nimeangusha nini?
Wait,
What's next?